Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, folks. Michael Zuber, one rental at a time, and I'm with a surprise guest today who adjusted his schedule so we could talk. Mr. Todd Baldwin, how you doing, sir?
I'm good. I'm happy to be here. Yeah, I'm excited. I didn't know this was happening today, but I'm honored to be on the show again.
There you go, buddy. Hey, so one of the things, so first off, I want to thank you for creating content, right? You took house hacking to another level. I think you rolled out like 12 or 13 videos that we've now added to the course. You're now you're an active member in the private Facebook group. So thank you for that. I appreciate it. I look forward to more free content when you're ready. So, whenever you want to add more, go ahead.
I'll send you a bill later, Michael.
Yeah, exactly. You got it. I could do that. Something I wanted to do is I'm trying to pivot on this word house hacking, because it is becoming very apparent to me that a lot of people who are extraordinary today did house hacking, but it wasn't called that when they did it. And I think house hacking has this connotation of being quasi illegal, or I don't know. I just think the word hacking turns people off. I mean,
I agree.
Yeah. So I saw a video from Grant Cardone, who's huge, just the other day. He's in his gym showing off all his expensive stuff. But he talks about one of the things he did very early on is he sold this property in Southern California, and he essentially house hacked. He lived in a hotel for 6 months. Then he rented, and, he didn't buy again for years. I'm like, shoot, that's, a version of house hacking. That's going backwards to go forwards. And then I interviewed Anna Kelly, who's been a weekly expert for 2 years on my channel. And she goes, Michael, that's exactly what I did. I sold a big house in Texas. We moved to Pennsylvania. We lived with in-laws for a while. Then we bought a fourplex. And if we didn't do that, we would not be where we are today. Mm-hmm. And again, right, she talked about they lived for free. They saved $2,000 or $3,000 a month that would have gone to the mortgage, which was $36,000, which she used to buy more and more and more. So I'm trying to create a visualization. So I want to show you what I've created and see what we can do to help people. You ready?
Awesome. Let's see it.
All right. So I think I've got it up. I do. Okay. All right. So I have it here. I think it needs to be prettier and all that. But what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to challenge people, Todd. I want to tell people that are house rich and cash poor, think about stepping backwards. And for a lot of people, it starts with show me the math, right? So I'm telling you, hey, go to Zillow, put in what your house is worth, right? Go look at your mortgage statement, figure out what it's worth. Surprise, surprise, there's your equity. Oh, by the way, I want this to be as real as possible. So subtract 6% of selling cost. That's net after close. I even want you to say, have you lived there 2 of the last 5 years or not? You know why that's important, right? For taxes.
Absolutely.
I'm going to assume most people have, at least in this example. So the first 250 or 500 if you're married is free. And I want you to tell me what your mortgage payment is. Okay. This is kind of if you own something. And what hopefully people see with this is they suddenly aren't house rich, cash poor. They're actually cash rich and living for free is what I'm trying to get to. But this is kind of step one. How does this feel?
Yeah, absolutely. And for anyone, I know we glossed over it briefly, but basically the reason why the question is 2 years is because you just basically get tax-free money. If you sell your house and you've lived in it for 2 years, as a single person, you can make $250K. If you're married, you can make $500K tax-free. And that's why the 2-year mark is important. Yep.
2 of the last 5 years, primary only, not investment properties, not second homes, primary only. So knowing that some people rent, I also wanted to collect rent data, but guess what? There's only one question. What's your rent? Right. I can't think of anything else to put there. So shocking. Then what I want people to do is I want to challenge you to go look for a fourplex. I've already had people come back, but Michael, there's no fourplexes in my area. Find something, go farther out, find some multi-unit, right? 2 families on 1 lot, something. Does that make sense?
Absolutely.
All right. So go find it. Then what I want you to do is only do 5% down. I don't want you to take your whole 138 from the original slide and put it here. I want you to have more cash. I want you to be, most people that do this, Todd, I suspect will be more liquid than they've ever been.
Right.
More liquid, meaning more cash. So, okay, 5% down. Why 5%? Because it's an owner-occ loan. You can get 95% loans on fourplexes. Then I want you to calculate your payment. Again, this is about being as clear as possible. Full PITI, principal, interest, tax, insurance. Then what I want you to do is go figure out what you can get rent for the other 3 units. I want you to have expenses. Assume 20. If you want 25, shoot, assume 25% expenses. Go ahead. And then what I want you to basically calculate is what are you paying or being paid to live there?
Mm-hmm.
Right? So in this case, you're being paid to live there $750, but let's just say for whatever reason the payment was $3,300, right? You would be paying $250.
Right.
So far about 20 or 25 people have done this. The most I've seen is they're paying $700 to live there. The best I've seen is getting $2,000, right? So again, I'm just trying to get examples, but the whole idea here is you're not paying your biggest expense. This is the reverse of the latte factor. The stupid latte factor says stay in the rat race, keep paying your house, your car, all these expensive things, but cut out a $6 drink.
Mm-hmm.
That is the wrong way to go. Go look at your biggest expense and flip it on its head. In this case, you're going from paying whatever it was,
1,700, right?
1,700 to having to pay 250. So you're making $1,500 again. And that, is net. That's after taxes. But in this case, you're making about 1,500 a month, which is 18 grand a year. And you've only spent 25 grand of this. So you have 100 grand plus an extra 15 grand a year that you can snowball into your next one and your next one and your next one. So how's that feel? How are we doing?
No, it's beautiful. And this is exactly what my wife and I did.
Yes.
But instead of buying fourplexes, we actually bought single family homes and rented out the bedrooms, which is a bit more invasive. I understand if you're over the age of 30, you probably don't want to do that.
Yeah.
But so now we do live in a duplex, and we rent out the other half. We converted one of the garage units into a studio apartment.
Yeah.
And we're living for free. And before we got rid of our roommates, at our peak, we were getting paid $2,300 a month to live in our free house.
You can do a lot of stuff with $2,300.
Yeah, we were getting paid $2,300 a month to live in our house that cost us $0.
Yeah.
Now we're no longer getting paid to live, but we do live for free. Our monthly mortgage payment, PITI, is completely offset by the rent we collect. And so we can save like 90% of our income because we don't have a rent or mortgage payment. It's brilliant.
Man, you're Graham Stephan. You would give Graham Stephan a run for his money. That's awesome. So I already forgot what I put in my summary. Oh, there we go. I'm just trying to summarize everything, right? If you own, you're doing this, delta, cash. Again, these are just rough math. But again, the whole idea is I want to make this visual. I need somebody that's really good at Excel to add visualizations and colors and stuff like that. You got anybody in your network that's a big wizard with Excel?
I mean, I can add colors. I can do I can slick the paint tool or whatever it is, the fill color, and do that. But as far as making formulas and all that stuff, I might have to defer to my buddy Garrett Romella, who was on a CNBC Make It With Me, a Millennial Money episode a while back.
Nice.
That dude is a whiz. I am just like, I can do color orders.
So if I sent you this, you think you could walk him through this raw and say, you said Garrett, right?
Yeah.
Garrett, go nuts, make this pretty.
I bet you if I send him this video and then also a link to the Excel sheet, he could probably make it super pretty.
All right. I'm going to be sending you this right now. And again, let me just share it. So this is recorded for Garrett. The only other thing on the sheet that I didn't go through, Garrett, is the inputs. I sort of just vision the first worksheet being what we're trying to do, the steps to go through, all of that. Like before you go to these tabs, read this to kind of guide you, Garrett. So that's what I'm thinking, go nuts. But yeah, this is what I'm trying to do. Do you think it's a decent goal, right? I'm calling, or it's in fairness, this is Dion from Dion Talks name, Cheat Code to Wealth. What we're trying to do is it becomes Cheat Code to Wealth instead of house hacking. And then it becomes the income snowball, which again, Grant Cardone did, Anna Kelly did, all these other amazing people did it before hacking was a name. So I think more people need to give it a shot, right? Go backwards so you can expand your means. It's brilliant.
Yeah, it's the same thing with the new name. I mean, it's hacking. It sounds cool to young people.
Yeah, it sounds cool to like under 30.
Yeah, no, exactly. Well, actually, I was on the news not too long ago about just like my credit card strategy. And on the news, they called it credit card hacking. And I was like,
Oh,
don't say I'm a credit card hacker,
yeah,
because I
that's
don't
not
have
good.
credit cards. So yes, no, this is the way, is a huge way to build wealth. I mean, it's just, I've been drinking the Kool-Aid because I've been living for free for like 6 years, but I think it's brilliant.
Yeah. Very cool, man. Well, thank you for the help. Thank you for listening. I'm going to post this so Garrett can see it. And my whole intention is to make this, and then we're going to slam it in one of the courses, give it away, whatever. But yeah, I'm trying to help people, man. So thanks for your time.
Awesome. Cool. Thank you, Michael.
Uh-huh.